Excuse me. I wonder what they changed in the update. Should we look at the release notes? Dynamic track debris was completely invisible, so that was a bug. Was this Sebring all week? Fix issue where 100% humidity, low fog was causing the exposure to be too dark when the skies were also clear. Nothing about the fuel thing from the one guy, like the spotter. Interesting. I feel like this maintenance won't take too long based on that change log. He's about to, but I agree. So yesterday I was in a hosted race and tried out the Mustang at Red Bull Ring. I want to try out the McLaren and see how that feels. I'm really sad that I'm not going to be racing the 12-hour Sebring. That would have been a lot of fun. Yeah, I've tried pretty much everything besides the Lambo and the Audi there. My favorite's still the McLaren. I'm not sure how the bop is going to affect the McLaren though. Looks like they took some out of it. It looks like the car that got hit the most was the Audi. Yeah, but the Mustang at Sebring would be pretty tough.
Give us a few clean laps to get our fuel numbers.
So I think my fastest time. Fuck, I actually don't remember what good times are here. Let me get the right setup. I'll remember it once I see one lap time. But I think I was in the Mustang. I was 2 seconds off from the Alien pace. I think a 159 was Alien, and I was running like a 201. I think that's right. The track conditions are also very different here compared to what they were in the hosted. I think the hosted matched the actual track conditions in the race, which is going to be like very cloudy. I wasn't originally gonna do Sebring IMSA races this week because I was like, multi-class is gonna be pretty brutal. But when I was racing yesterday and there was multi-class technically, it really wasn't too bad. But also Red Bull Ring is one of my better tracks, so I kind of want to spend some time here. Maybe 129 was the alien time, not 109 or 159. So I think my fastest was like a 131 in the Mustang. This immediately feels grippier than the Mustang, but I'm trying to keep that the conditions are different in mind. But on the second right-hander, the second right-hander, I was getting a ton of wheel spin with the Mustang, and this felt pretty grippy. But I'm not pushing too hard yet. I'm kind of letting the tires wear in another lap, and then I'm gonna go for it. Wish you could change the conditions in demo drive. Broke a little too late there. But the Porsche is usually a good call for endurance races. It seems like that's a go-to for a lot of people in endurance races. And it's also good in the rain, which I assume there will be some amount of rain because every endurance race they've had since they've introduced rain has had some amount of rain. That corner feels very slidey. I mean, it normally does, but it feels extra slidey. I was running ran another hosted yesterday with the McLaren at Sebring, but they had all the Bob stuff on for the session to match the 12-hour or whatever. So my setup wouldn't work with it. I'm not sure why. But probably something with the car being too heavy. So I just ran the fixed setup, and I was running like kind of slow at first, but by the end of the session, I was running 202s with the fixed setup, which was pretty cool. Because at first I was running like 205s and 204s. The fixed setup in the McLaren is very like wheel spinny and unstable. There's like a huge difference between the open and the fixed for it. So far, I think I like the Mustang more here. .208. You probably just like my biggest thing when I was trying to get faster at Sebring, granted I'm still like three or 4 seconds off like alien pace there, was just focusing on the exits onto the straights and making sure those were really good. And I feel like I gained a lot of time. So I'll like slow in, fast out. Yeah. But I think it's really tempting on Sebring at least to like just send it into corners and brake as late as possible, but I think that's where a lot of people lose speed. Just nice controlled, easy braking and then on the throttle as early as possible. I think I'm gonna run the Mustang in these conditions, so that way I can like have some kind of baseline comparison. The car I ran last time here was the Ferrari. Ferrari was a lot better here last time though. Like, Ferrari was one of the better cars that season. I think it was 2 seasons ago. Like, this just doesn't feel as good, but I'm not sure if it's the condition change or what. So, yeah, we'll just get in the Mustang and see. It's kind of a baseline comparison. since I knew I was running quick in it yesterday in different conditions. There's a lot of good races though this week. The Porsche Cup is at Silverstone, which could be fun to do too. But I haven't raced anything besides a like Formula car at Silverstone. What song is this? No, Newfound Glory. Yeah, so I ran a 131.6. In the race portion of the that hosted I was in, I ran a 131.2. But that was probably with draft and stuff, so. I don't think I saw any like adjustments to the tire model at all in the release notes for the GTP. No.
They say you cut the course. You'll have to slow down and give up the time game.
You get that big of a time penalty for that? I feel like I lost more time just being in the gravel. I accelerated too early in a minute. The one thing about this car I noticed is like when it doesn't rotate, it really doesn't rotate. You can't just like it just gets so understeery and it act like adding more steering does nothing if you don't get the initial rotation. Alright, I'm first. Damn it. So I definitely think the conditions are slower right now. Track temp is at 125, which is really high. I'll run one more. I'm really interested to try the Lambo here. I don't know why. Ooh, missed a downshift. Maybe we'll do one more lap. I want to get like a somewhat representative lap. I feel like I've been struggling pretty hard to turn the car in this. So my fastest was a 132.8. I don't feel particularly good about any of those laps, but it just feels like I'm like on like ice. It feels like I'm on ice compared to before. This is a picture in the background of demo drive, the Ferrari GT3 and the panel and stuff on the right. I haven't driven this car in a really long time, so it's gonna be fun. forgot about this giant screen right here. You can see it in my cockpit cam. The giant fucking screen in the middle of the windshield in the Lambo. This car sounds great. This feels very good. I don't know what the timing wise is going to be like, but it feels very good. It feels very responsive. I kind of fucked up there. Dude, this feels really good. I always like forget about the Lambo and never drive it for some reason. Maybe this isn't like the fastest overall car, but it feels really good. I immediately ran a lap as fast as the one I did in the Mustang. Did a little bit more rotation before I get on the throttle there, I think. This feels so responsive here. If this performs like it should in the actual weather conditions, I think this might be my car for the week. To me, it feels like somewhere between the Mustang and the McLaren. So those are the only other data points besides the Ferrari I have on here, but it feels somewhere between there. Like stability of the Mustang, but responsiveness of the McLaren. Oop, that wasn't good. I love how the Lamborghini looks from the back end with its giant fucking tires. They're so wide. Anytime I see one of those Lamborghini SUVs on the road, it's so wide, those tires. It's tires, a set of those tires probably costs more than a lot of cars. I feel like I remember third gear technically being faster through there, but it's really hard to do. I'll have to mess around with it. On throttle too early. Feels like there's some amount of grip falling off. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I was gonna try third there, but I think I was going way too slow for third. That felt really good through that corner. I'm surprised my delta is slow. Maybe I wasn't on throttle as early. That's why it's stuck so well. What's up, dude? How was your weekend? What'd you guys place on Friday? This car felt really good at the beginning of the stint, but it feels bad now. I wanna go to the pits and see what the tire wear's like. Where is it? That's a lot of tread are already off of the car for only a few laps. It's interesting. Okay, I like how that feels. And it might be good in the right conditions. Damn. That sucks. The fuel thing. I know when I've like watched those races live and they're talking about the fuel, it sounds so sketch because like you don't have a fuel gauge, right? Like you just have to you essentially know how much fuel you should be burning, right? And then once you get in to or maybe you do have a fuel gauge. I don't remember. I know there's like a fuel like reset button in the car. I guess that's on the GT3s. I don't know about the GT4s. We're gonna try the Ferrari here now. Oh, that Lamborghini felt really good. I'm really interested to try that in the actual like session conditions. Damn. Oh, so did they just like mess up with fueling it, or they messed up the calculation? Yeah, it works like the same as NASCAR, right? Where it's all the gravity fed, maybe not all gravity fed, but it's like yeah, and like that giant reservoir thing. Oh, Ferrari Challenge is at Watkins this week? That's interesting. The other setup for this was at Watkins, so I assume that's where it's at. Fuck, there's so many good tracks this week. Oh my god. The force feedback instantly so high. So my fastest in these conditions is a 132.4 so far in any car. Uh, did you stay around for the 12-hour then, I assume? Watch that? I need to like catch up on all the highlights and stuff for it. I just watched the F1 race on Sunday and qualifying on Saturday, but I didn't watch any of the 12-hour stuff yet. Thought I heard BMW was doing well. I don't know if that was in the GTP class or the GT3 class though. So my fastest here was a 134. Damn. This was a while ago though in the Ferrari, so I think things have gotten a little bit nerfed since then. Gotcha. Oh, gotcha. Damn, that sucks. Yeah, 6-hour walk-ins is the next one, right? Like, or I guess it's the next big one. But Michelin Pilot doesn't follow like the same schedule as all the enduros. Yeah, braking. Well, I pressed up my braking through there. I won't make a comment then, but it felt sketchy. Yeah. Laguna? Okay. Get that out of the way before it gets fucking hot. I mean, I think everybody working there can still be a fan, right? I remember being very locked in the Ferrari last time I raced here and was doing like very well. Like one race, I should have won it, but my like computer, like the game crashed literally on the last lap, like on this straight where I had like a 5-second gap. 88, damn, that's so fast. You're so hot. I just got done watching we were watching the new Drive to Survive season. And I know Singapore is hot, but I don't think, like, I put into perspective how hot it actually gets. They had like a clip of George Russell after the race where he was talking about how the inside of the cockpit was like at like 160 degrees and his body was like shutting down because it was way like higher temperature than like is healthy. So Ferrari's fastest car so far in these conditions now. By like almost 4/10. I feel like that wasn't even a good lap that I just ran. Yeah. How hot does it get in those cars compared to like the open wheelers? Like obviously IndyCar you just like bake because it's like that enclosed thing and they have the air hose coming in. You guys don't have air hoses, but I know some of the cars have AC. Almost all the cars have fans though. So it's probably like easily like high 90s in there by the end of the race. That would be my guess. I have no idea though. Gotcha. Okay. Maybe some of the GT3s then don't have AC. So I feel like every time I've seen like somebody tour a GT4 like that, they've always had AC in it. Huh. That's weird. Can you choose not to use it and then, like, couldn't you technically be at an advantage if you're not using it? There it is. It does not matter. Maybe it's not hooked up to the same, like, battery system. I mean, if I was in there, I'd be like, I'm being comfortable. I don't care. I can turn the AC on. Is Swelio racing the TCRs there? I wonder how he did. Nice. It's crazy, like, how good he is in the IRL racing. Like, anytime, I don't know, maybe he just doesn't post his, like, bad races, but, well, I guess, yeah, I've seen some of his bad races, but it's just, like, amazing how fast he was able to really, like, get good in real life, and he's also driven so many different kinds of cars, and he's still, like, pretty solid at every one of them. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Simple, lovely.
Hello. Thanks for the follow. I think the tire fall off is so bad right now because the track temp's at 125. So I feel like, I don't know, the Ferrari feels great. I still prefer how the Lamborghini felt, but the tire fall off was so bad, but I feel like I'm already getting tire fall off like 6 laps in with how hot the track is right now. Yeah. I think the conditions for this are, it's going to be like cloudy, overcast, and like colder in the actual race. I really wish you could adjust the conditions in demo drive. So my entire like first impression of the GTP was in like insane conditions at Spa, and I'm like, this is terrible. And it's because the track was like lava. Yeah. I did like 5 laps in the Lamborghini, and I was like down to like 90% tread on the front left, which, I mean, it makes sense because it's a bunch of right-hand turns, but still, that's an insane fall off. Like, see how much my lap times are decreasing? It's like only the first like couple of laps seem like they're representatives, and if that's the case, then I really like the Lambo. I mean, this was technically faster than the Lambo. But the stability is so good. Oh, interesting. Yeah, because when I've done the pilot challenge in here, I think I only ever have taken one set, but I don't remember what the track conditions would have been like. I raced at VIR and then Road America. I've only ever taken one set, but I'm sure totally different ball game when it's 88 degrees outside. Damn. And it's quite the process to change the tires on the GT4s, right? It's not like a single nut, is it? It's like multiple like bolts holding the wheel on.
62.629.
Okay, the Ferrari feels pretty good. I'm really psyched about the Lambo. So I haven't really driven that car much, and I really liked how it felt here. Um, Trying to think what else could be good here to be fun to try. No, I got like a iRacing notification. I thought it was back up. I think I want to try the Porsche. So I drove the Porsche here a bit last time we were here, and it was pretty good. I'm surprised this maintenance is taking so long, given that it's like not. Oh wait. Oh dude, it's almost back up for sure. Just data API's down right now. All the. Yeah, I bet it's almost done. It's definitely gonna be almost done. Yeah, the race server stuff updated very quickly, which makes sense because it wasn't that big of an update. But um, my fingers don't work most of the time either, so don't feel too bad. But I feel like it'll be back up here in the next like 20 minutes. I can't imagine they're doing this huge like data. Oh, I guess data is down because they're doing all of the license and promotions and stuff. Um, for the end of the season, so I don't know how long that takes. It's insane that they have to do that. Like it feels like iRacing's back in as like a Rube Goldberg machine. I had so much fun at the Sebring series, the Sunrise series that they had this week during week 13. Once you kind of get through the chaos of all the people that either don't drive GT3s or are just bad. There's so many high I rating people that were just like really slow and really bad. I'm like, they must be driving like some other car the majority of the time. I love Red Bull Ring. The first time I got it, I'm like, this is boring. I don't like it. And then I wasn't good at it. And then once I started to figure it out, I'm like, this is actually a really fun track. I wish it was a bit easier to pass. Huh. That was a spin and a half. Interesting. Are you running the 12-hour over the weekend? steering is so light in this car. And I just went from the Ferrari to this, which probably makes it even more pronounced. LMP2, nice. Now I would have ran with Mike, but I'm gonna be traveling, so it's a real bummer. I haven't tried the LMP2 since the tire update. Yeah. No, I don't mind it. When I first raced the new GTP model, tire model, I'm like, this is fucked. And two things were wrong. One, the conditions were ass in demo drive, and like, for some reason I just wasn't thinking about that playing a factor, which it will. And then two, I was reconfiguring my brake, and it like wasn't calibrated right when I was in there, and I was like, these brakes are ass, and it was because I literally had the brake calibrated incorrectly. So it was a drama first bit, and then once I came back to it later and did it in like a regular session, I was like, oh, this is great. And now that my brake is fixed, I don't know if I like the Porsche here. The Lambo still feels the best. Nice. I think it'll probably be the same story as the LMP2. Just have to be careful the first lap or two, and then it's pretty much the same. Like, it's a little bit different than the hypergrip tires before, or you have to take things a little bit more cautiously and actually have to apply the throttle in like a gentle way, but it's really not too bad. I feel like it's going to be tough on Sebring, which is such a technical track, with a lot of like low, not like super low speed corners, but pretty low speed corners. I think it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see how well people adapt to the new one. Yeah, I don't like the Porsche here. Like, it just feels slidey and shitty, and I'm only 2 laps in. I can just immediately tell, like, no, I don't want to do this car here. I'm gonna try the Audi. So far, I think it's between the Ferrari and the Lambo. So I'm trying the Audi. I guess I technically need to try the Vet. I feel like I'm not gonna like it here, but I'll try it. I won't like the Merc here. Well, Mustang's essentially a better version of the Merc, so I selected the setup for the Porsche, right? I feel like I did. I feel like I did.
Give us a few clean laps to
I
get
don't think it was bad because I had the wrong setup. Maybe it is though. Either way, the steering is so bad in it. So I don't own the Audi, so this is my first time driving it. This is the one GT3 I don't own. Ooh, braking is a lot different. Okay. What is this, like, just random strap running down the middle of the right side here? I'm surprised I haven't tried this car before since it's so good in, like, certain tracks. But I've just, like, ignored it. I think it's pretty good in the rain too. A lot of people watching. Thanks for jumping in. If you have any questions or anything, let me know. I'm just practicing a bit for the GT3 races this week. Trying to figure out what car I want to use. It's kind of hard to tell because demo drive, it's really hot, 125-degree track temp, so feels like the tire fall off is really hard, so just kind of going a few laps at a time and seeing how that feels. I feel like that's almost representative, but we'll see. Interesting. I'm trying to remember after the Ferrari. I mean, I bought the Ferrari first so I could do that in the Ferrari challenge. I'm trying to remember what I would have bought next. Maybe the Porsche? It had to have been the Porsche. And then I think it was the Mustang and Vet when they came out. I think I bought the Lamborghini at some point and then just never raced it. Like, I've owned the Lamborghini for a long time, but haven't raced it much. This feels pretty good. A 32.3, that's, I mean, that's definitely one of the faster ones. I think my times are like a second and a half to 2 seconds off of what they would be if the conditions were normal. And it's up to 9 viewers on Twitch there for a second. Back down to 3, but that was crazy. The Audi has a ton of traction through that corner. Yeah, I don't know why. Like, I guess a lot of people just don't drive it. I also don't think it's like before when there was just such a big gap between all the GT3s. Like, I think it was just really not good. But now that the gap is closing, I feel like it's pretty relevant again. Like, I've seen people driving it more. My phone keeps lighting up and I keep thinking it's the iRacing maintenance thing, but it's not. This car feels pretty good around here. Honestly, it feels like a slightly less stable version of the Lambo to me. A little bit more responsive though, maybe. I don't know why I went down to first there. Too much. Jesus Christ. I think it's like, that's literally tire fall off already. Or maybe I just like these cars a lot better when they're on cool tires. I don't know. Ugh. It's amazing how grippy the Audi feels through that section there. Maybe I buy this car. Fuck. Maybe I don't think I'm trailing enough through there, maybe. Are they? Sick. Nice. I want to do this Sebring one in the Lambo. I also should get a better paint because I think I have a Red Bull paint on my car, which could end up being problematic. That looks fucking cool. What is this called? The Lambo? Oh, so many cool ones. One trending, right? Yeah. Shit. Bop, 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 bop. Man, what do I want? There's so many good options. I feel like I liked. Whoa, that's cool. Let's do that. Super Trefio. Looks like a bunch of them. Some other ones mixed in here, but uh, I always like these HKS ones. Dubai police car. Trey Feo. Oh, interesting. I did not know that. Oh, I got the iRacing status notification 11 minutes ago, but I didn't see it come through because some group text was blowing up. Rip. Yeah, do it. I feel like I might have seen an all Lamborghini race before, and I just assumed that was um, some like European series or something, which it might be. I don't know. But it's pretty cool.
Car 19, just set the fastest lap. 0.833.
Steering is so light, but like not in a bad way, maybe. We'll see. So I've been very fast here with the McLaren, running 201s. Yeah, I clocked that, and I changed the search term because one of the liveries had a O. Wow, that screen really blocks the that exit. Like it just this giant fucking screen, giant black thing. Oh, like why is that there?
Go right.
This feels pretty good. feels like a more stable version than the McLaren. Like it feels very stable. Like and I don't get as much wheel spin. Fuck, maybe I should have tried this car a lot earlier. Just had it sitting there in my inventory of cars and just never really race it. So it might not be the fastest car for everybody, but it feels really good to me. Like it might not be the alien pace fastest car, but this car feels great. Man, and also making a livery for this would be so fun. I love the shape of this car. I'm not sure if this is the same time and like conditions as the Sebring race was before for this week, but I can see it a lot better. Like the sky looks the same, but the track feels brighter. I mean, it's still pretty dark, but it's crazy how they have the track temp in demo drive like up to 125 degrees. Like I feel like that's a very insane end of the spectrum when it comes to track temp. Yeah, yeah, I'm sure with all the humidity. That's how it was back home in Missouri too. Every morning it was dewy everywhere and so much fog. Sometimes the fog would get so bad that like you couldn't drive. It would be too like the visibility would be that bad. It got so humid there. Don't have that up here. It's just a nice dry, not like dry warm, but not humid. Every morning growing up, I'd have to like use my windshield wipers to get all the crap off the all the water and shit off the windshield, like, and it was like be soaked like every morning. And then it stayed like that until it got cold, because then it'd be so much ice I'd have to scrape off too. I do not miss having to scrape ice off like that. Having a garage to park in, huge life upgrade. You have to like plan to go heat your car up out there and do all that. Ugh. So inconvenient. That livery looks pretty sick. I didn't even know what color wheels I had. The white works. Wait, no. Ah, oh, fuck. God damn it. I hate when this happens. Now I gotta join it again. Oh well. No, I'm in top split. There's a 10K guy. I feel like my iRating's not that good. good right now. It's like a 1.8 something. And I keep getting put into the top split of this. Like, what am I at? 1.87. Jesus, everything's flipping around. 1.874 right now. So I guess I'm on the brink of 1900. I think, like, knock on wood, with RBR this week and then Sebring, I think I really could have the potential of hitting 2K. I mean, I'm like 125 off. I think, like, if I raced RBR this week under normal conditions where there wasn't Sebring also going on at the same time, I definitely could. I'd be worried about getting put into very like high splits where I like wouldn't like do well. We'll have to see how participation is. I'm so far back. Yeah, okay. This is the same time of day as it was earlier in the week because like the inside of my car is lit up, which means my headlights are technically on. Even though it doesn't really look like it because it's pretty bright out. So they must have fixed something. I think that patch that they put in with the fog that was in the changelog or release notes, whatever we call it here. Must have fixed the lighting issues. We'll see, because the next, or like qualifying is like it should be light enough out now where, what words am I trying to say? It should be light enough out now that, yeah, the headlights are off. Like we hit like, because I didn't realize this until this week. Apparently, like, I thought iRacing would operate the headlight being on and off like a normal car, where it like looks at how bright it is, like the luminosity, and then decides if the headlight should be on, right? Like a normal car with automatic lights. Granted, I'm sure these don't have automatic lights, but like either way, and they don't. They just do it by time of day, regardless of how bright it is or not. Which I guess most of the time doesn't matter, but it did last week when the fog was making everything hard to see. But now I get it for the lighting now. Like, this looks sick. Like, I understand the new lighting engine, but it sucks that the entire week last week was just in the dark. You'll have that, I guess. The moon's out there. Has the moon always been in iRacing? I couldn't tell you either way. It looks cool though. Very orange though. It looks like some like harvest moon shit. I hate how that screen blocks this like exit of this turn so much. If I get lower, I can probably see it a bit better. Maybe I'm just too high up in the car. I love how this car feels. I wish the steering was a little bit heavier. I mean, maybe it's just like get a higher Newton meter wheelbase situation, but even then I feel like it wouldn't be much better. I wish the steering was a little bit heavier, but it's not undrivable. It feels like maybe like the Porsche or maybe a little lighter. I'm not sure. It's around the same kind of feeling as the Porsche wheel. It's a little bit better with the car, or my seating position a little bit lower in the car. I can kind of see it a little bit better now. Two 2016, that's pretty good. Surprised that wasn't a 0x. I hate how the wheel blinks like that, like because there's like a slow car in qualifying. It's like because it probably uses the same detection thing as what like is used for track map, but because there's no actual car in front. Maybe that's something Dan Newman can update where it like doesn't do that during qualifying. There's no other cars on the track. Might be too complicated, or like complicated enough where it's just like not really worth it. I don't know. So I don't know how he builds the lights, if it's he like builds them in SimHub or if it's like a I would imagine it's more like he's probably got like a JSON configuration file for each car and then runs it through his software depending on the car. I feel like that is a more likely scenario, or at least I would hope it's something like that because it would be a lot easier to manage things then. But the Dan Newman light thing is so great. If you have a wheel that has lights on it and you're not using it, like you'll find sometimes that the rev lights don't match at all what the car is, like in terms of shifting. Like it'll be like way too early or way too late or whatever. This like actually matches the in-car lights and changes with the car as it's changing. Like it'll change the colors to match the car and all that. So it's really cool. Really neat stuff. Honestly, I thought it was kind of just like gonna be like a nice thing to have, like it's just like overkill, but it's cool, you know? But honestly, it's really nice to have it. I think it just makes it a little bit more immersive, but also it means you're not looking at two different like rev lights. I must not have the IMSA paint scheme on here, so my numbers aren't in the number boxes. Where are my numbers? I don't even see them. It's a cool looking car though. Oh, they are on there. It's just, yeah, not in the right spot. I love the kind of art cars like that. They had one in the Porsche Cup when I was in Coda that looked like same kind of style is this, and
Yeah.
it's so cool looking.
Thank you.
What time is it?
One to go. Next time by.
9:12.
Line up on the
I
left
think I'll do this
side.
race, and then I'll probably load up RBR
2,680.
and try to test it for real
Right now.
this time with the Lambo.
Opportunities today. Head down. Pick your battle.
I wish in like test drive mode you could just change your car without having to reload it. That would be very clutch.
Half the field is on the grid.
This screen is just huge on there. Like I have my like mirror stuff turned off. I assume that's probably like the rear view mirror, since there isn't anything else that would make sense for it to be. But like they could have picked a more like rectangular screen, or like put it down farther like every other car has. That's just like giant. Like it actually makes a legitimate difference based off of it actually makes a difference on the exit out of turn 16, like being able to see it correctly. Yeah. It qualified pretty well. It qualified 13th. We're in a 2.6K soft. There's a 10K guy up in second. I wish we just started the race on the back straight. I hate that we're doing the whole fucking pace lap in this 15-minute race. Yeah. I've had a similar experience. But I've also had it where I get taken out, like in the fucking pace lap or something like that too. So it's gone both ways for me so far this week. It's just really interesting how bad everybody is, or not everybody, but like a lot of people are in this. Like, what do they normally drive? Because a lot of it's A and B class people that have access to this race. Like, do they normally just drive GTPs? Do they just do like Mazda? Like, I don't know. Maybe they normally just do Formula. A lot of people drive aggressive as shit like people do in the Formula Series, so. Yeah. Yeah, I've had it multiple times this week, like somebody go off the track to try to get around me, like going 4 wide into a corner on the first lap. And one of them was like an 8K dude, and it's just like, brother. Like, just chill. If you're doing the whole start from the back challenge, maybe like just kind of let things like shake out the first lap and then start going after people very aggressively. But the first lap where there's just so much congestion, like you're either gonna, well, you're gonna ruin your race more than likely, or you're gonna ruin half the field's race because it's so congested because there's like 50 fucking people in this grid. Why are we hitting our brakes like that if you're that far behind the car? This guy in front also has like one of the default McLaren paints. I'm seeing a lot of default paints, which is never a good sign. Okay. We'll record this, see what happens. What's up, YouTube? We're in the Lambo here at Sebring in the Week 13 Sunrise Series. They finally fixed the lighting. I'm driving this post-patch, so you can actually see outside, which is a fantastic upgrade by the iRacing team. So, qualified 13th, did okay. I like this car. We'll see what happens in the race. See how much chaos ensues here. That guy's definitely getting a black flag. I got a 4X. Huh. I guess that McLaren I probably hit. I just assumed there was nobody next to me after that car spun. My bad.
Sorry.
Ooh. Car got loose there. This guy behind me is really sticking his nose in, but in like strange places. Damage from bump the wall. I was getting kind of squeezed by him and wasn't trying too hard to hold my own there.
Space, come on.
Oh, the car really turned itself there. You guys taking a much shallower line and then like trying to pass, but like not like shallow enough where there's actually room for him to get by. Very interesting. Like he's not committing. Like you took the inside line there and pushing me way out wide, but you're not going for the pass. Trying to create a gap behind. It's 1 second right now. So far, so good. messed up that exit. They need to be braking a little bit harder there. I'm getting really big snaps of oversteer and losing a lot of speed out of that corner. Wasn't a great second half of the lap there.
5 minutes to go.
Man, he made a lot of ground through there. Because I'm 4 tenths off my pace through there. Oh, great, this lap car. See, like that guy's 2.1k and he's struggling to keep it on the road. It's very strange. See, that was a lot better. Going a little bit slower through that corner, I think.
Fuera de lugar, fuera de lugar.
Not a great exit.
Go left. Leader is running 59.798.
What happened to him back there? He just quit? That's lame. I took that so shallow. I'm not sure why.
That car is a lap down.
Wanna go?
1.864.
I feel like I'm going slower through those S's there because it feels like the car feels like it's gonna like snap over steer. Where in the McLaren I can push that section a lot harder. That was bad. What a bad corner. Seventh place, that's pretty good.
Flag.
Would be 86 I rating if this was
Great
real.
job. Did really well.
Lap 1 was a little crazy. No, I didn't realize that guy got around him. I really cut him off. I just assumed. Well, I mean, my 4X was from like him trying to squeeze in there. I really cut him off. I just assumed he was gonna nail that guy. Besides that, pretty drama free. My laps were pretty consistent too. Like I had a few 202s mixed in, but a lot of 201s. Like I think I'm still definitely faster in the McLaren, but I think the Lambo is a viable option. Like I think it's I really like how the car feels. So it was a good race though. Um, we don't have like the any no, so I'm gonna have to figure out. Ooh, what's the weather like for the 12-hour? A little bit of rain at the end potentially. That's lame. Aw. Okay. I need to find the schedule so that I can input the right temperature into the sim. was really struggling to find my words there. That's IMSA, Proto, IMSA, GTE. What's the weather look like? Rain chance none, 66 degrees in the fixed. Rain chance none, 65 degrees. Okay. Let's try the Lambo here. So what did it say? 65, rain chance none. Doesn't say anything about like cloud cover. Temps are cool. Does it say time of day? That's annoying. Does it really not say it? Oh, 8:45 a.m. on April 1st. Okay, I think that's probably it. Oh. Oh my god. Okay. Let's see what this thing is like in actual conditions. It actually might be cloudy in the actual thing. I'm not sure. I guess we'll roll with this for now. But track temp is at 67, which I think is probably going to be better. I think I should be able to run a 131 in these conditions a lot easier. That was bad. That's a really bad corner. My line through there's really bad. I think. No. It's off track.
Out that corner,
Damn it.
slow down penalty.
What would I have ran? 131.2. That already ties my best Mustang lap, I think. I'll have to watch some of the Bop streams to see what the best car is this week, but I'm feeling like I want to do the Lambo. I haven't raced it much, and I really like how it feels. It's responsive in the right ways and stable in the right ways too. The tires feel great when the track isn't at 125 degrees. Who would have thought? That was a little sketchy through there. This feels just so much better to drive. Here we go, 131.0. Hate that the tire temps are way the fuck down here. Oh wait, I'm on quali. Dash. I can't even see him right now. Little over the white line going down through there. Darn. The car just really like slip angle drifted through there, but I don't think in a good way. I think it was like in a way that almost slowed me down more than anything. I always get screwed by that off track. I feel like at least once a race. The slowdown. I really need to try to get third gear through there because I know it's faster. You get getting like so much grip when you start to get on the throttle there when the car like shifts its weight with the acceleration. I want to try to change up some of the shifting. See if I can find some more speed. Technically that was faster. I need to be on throttle earlier. I need to be inside on that corner a bit more. Huh, maybe not. Flying through there. What's up? How's it going? How's it going, Eric? Yeah, this is one of my favorite tracks. So I said I was going to try a different gear. I want to try a different gear, and I think the first corner or third is correct, and then there's another one where I want to not downshift and keep the car in the gear it is. I just have to get the angle right. Aww. I hate slowdowns like this. They should just rank off tracks differently. Like if you're like full 2 wheels off the track like that, it should be like a 2x instead of a 1x. Yeah. Yeah, I'll be around for it this week, so I think I'll do it. Next week I'll be out of town. So, I think I'm gonna maybe swap between them. But I originally was like, I really want to focus on like high downforce cars because I feel like I'm getting nowhere with GT3s. And then I was like, why am I getting nowhere with GT3s? And I was like, my braking is just really not great. And so I was like, well, my brake pedal's really fucking stiff, like probably too stiff. Let's make it a little bit softer. And then I did that and like instantly it was like a second faster. Yeah. I know I can make third work. It's just not. I know I have to basically float through that corner. I know it's gonna be way faster. It just doesn't feel like 100% intuitive yet. Yeah. I definitely won't be doing every race because there's like some tracks where I'm just like I don't really want to take the time to learn it or whatever. But I'll definitely be hopping in when a race makes sense. I want to try fourth gear there and I keep shifting down to third. Okay, let's see if we can make 30 gear work here. There we go. That's a lot better. Just carrying more speed through that corner. I might want to change my car in the league to be the Lambo instead of the McLaren. I haven't really drove the Lambo much, but I'm really liking it. I just raced it at Sebring and I really liked it. Change it up a bit to try something new. Like this feels like a better version of the McLaren to me. Like, it's probably not the fastest car all the time, but I like the stability, but also the responsiveness. It's so good. Yeah, I think fourth gear can be faster there if I actually take the corner right. I'll reset the car. If I'm hitting the limit like that, that's usually a good sign that I'm might be onto something. Nice. Have a good day. I'm really interested to see what the bot guys are saying about the cars this week. I'm gonna do a few more laps here and then call it a day for now. Damn. I'll get that corner eventually. I used to be able to get it. I'm really good at it in the Formula 4. Damn it. Really fucked that up. I think third is the right. Yeah, I'm just not getting enough rotation. I think that downshift to third really opens that corner up. I was on track for like really crushing my best lap there. I should have just had it like normal. Oh well. That's pretty good. It feels pretty stable through there in third. I know that could like definitely change as the tires develop and the track develops. But right now it feels pretty stable in third. This car really likes to be underdriven too, which is great because I like to underdrive cars. think I want to compare some telemetry before I get off, just to see. Maybe I'll do that after this lap. Or I want to do one more lap after this one, and really push the car and see where we get. I know you can really use that left curb gently to help rotate the car by putting your wheel up on it. That definitely adds like some sketchiness to it, you know? Really bad through that corner. Yeah, I think third gear's the move there, though. I just have to start to nail it. So much grip through the uphill there. Every other car I've drove here just really struggles with grip through there. Off track there. I really need to find the right acceleration point there. Let's do one more. That lap kind of sucked. Because I need to use the acceleration on the car to gain more grip there, and I'm just not. I'm just way too nervous on throttle through there, I think. I did not turn the wheel at all there. I think that's what the corner's supposed to look like a little bit more, but obviously it wasn't fast. I'm gonna finish this lap then when I look at telemetry. trying to like ease onto the throttle there, but I didn't really do that. I went pretty hard. Anyway, let's look at some telemetry. See if we can find a lap to compare to that's comparable. What is that? Third place in the Go Touch Grass thing, maybe? Damn. This entire thing is just me setting new lap records. Fun. Your stupid face. This looks like the same conditions pretty much. Let's do this. Oh. Okay, let's turn this down. Okay, so speed-wise, so I'm red, he is blue. Speed-wise, he's a lot slower into the corner and then immediately a lot faster. And his throttle is, he's off throttle and then like on throttle very hard here. And then gearing wise, yeah, he goes to third. So we're on the right track there. So it just looks like he's slowing the car a lot more. But look at his steering angle. He's also turning the car a lot less. This is a Lamborghini, right? Yeah. So we're reaching about the same peak brake pressure, but it feels like he's braking less, but turning the car, getting more rotation. Maybe I'm just taking the wrong line through it. Like, looks like he's hanging out a little bit wider. So maybe my turn in is too early. He's also like using more of the track. Yeah, I guess my turn in would be a little too early. Maybe that's why. Okay. Okay. I guess that is for like the entire, or that's just for steering wheel. I didn't realize. Whatever. Okay. Fuck. There. Okay. Let's look at here. He is braking honestly a little, just a hair earlier. I'm braking at the like a little after the 100. I'm applying a lot more brake though. Ending braking around the same time. So we really want like less brake here. The throttle will change once the braking changes. Aim story here, turning the wheel a lot more. Need trail for more rotation. Because if you look at his brake, he's getting off it, but he's like kind of trailing off where I'm just I'm very stabby through this corner. Um, he takes the line a little tighter too. Okay.
Simply lovely.
Thanks for the follow. So I think right through here we want to look at now. How's it going? So throttle is he's braking a lot earlier. Or wait, I'm braking a lot earlier. I think was I looking at the right colors on the last one? Yeah, okay. Because he's blue and I'm red. Yeah, okay. No, this is curved. I guess I'm kind of in the way. It's just a single super ultra wide. I have another monitor up here though, like a little portable one mounted up there to help. So his braking is a lot later. So I'm braking at the 100. He must be braking at like the 80 or 75. And his I'm like a lot more traily through here, but he has like consistent pressure then trails off where I'm like putting a lot of pressure on early and then trailing off slowly. Like I have this big increase in brake here, but that's just like not that's just I think like that lap I happen to maybe like touch the brake a little harder. No, it's a LG one. It's they have a 45-inch one. There's like they have a few different 45-inch ones. There's one like fancy OLED crazy one. This is not that one. I think I have it. Do I have it listed in my? I don't know if I have my monitor listed down there in my Twitch gear thing down here. Oh, I do. Okay, yeah, it's right here. Yeah, for sure. Happy to answer any more questions about it. But yeah, the gear list is pretty helpful for figuring that stuff out. It's just easier. I was like, man, I'm like finding these links and sending it to people all the time. Like, I should just put this all in one place. So I think our biggest issue in this corner is just the brake application is way too early and like too long. It should be later, more pressure, and then trail. So like, which I'm really honestly I'm so surprised like how off I am on this corner because this always feels like such a good corner to me. Like I guess speed wise, um, we probably net out to around the same. Like he's obviously a little bit faster through this, but he's 2/10 faster through this section than me, almost 3/10. So I guess his average speed is probably a lot higher here. Um, and go through this first corner. Well, actually, let's do both of them at the same time because I feel like they're kind of so conjoined that it's easier to do it like that. Okay, so um his break is later. It's just like it's like we're breaking almost the same. His is a little bit more traily. Um, but he's doing it a lot later here. The interesting thing is um if you look at the steering here, I'm starting to turn in harder. It's interesting. I think he is just really controlling slip angle very well through here. Um, and then throttle wise, we're getting back on it. I'm like a touch off here. His line's also a little different, it looks like. It looks like he's taking a shallower line. Super interesting. Um, Here, let's actually zoom in on this part right here so I can just see it a little bit better. He's on, yeah, because shit. We're getting on throttle roughly at the same time, but I like them a lot. They're really comfortable. And I don't sweat as much, which I think is good. I think it was a nice upgrade. So I don't feel like I need better ones. I feel like the sound in here is fine. So I'm very hesitant on the throttle there, and he really jams it. Oh, I guess he doesn't jam it. He definitely eases onto it, but he goes straight up to like 50 and then kind of trails the throttle on, um, which makes sense. Let's look at this section here. Oh, god damn it! Oh, god damn it! I hate how. Fuck. Where did the? Okay. I hate how when I accidentally click in there, it like jumps me. Yeah, yeah, I like them a lot. I like not having to worry about charging them too. The only thing that sucks about it is like if I get up and need to go to the bathroom, like or something, like I have to like rip them out of my ears and then put them back in. It's a little bit more of a pain in the ass to put on and off. But besides that, like they're good, and like I know I can get like wireless attachments essentially for them if I wanted to get wireless, where I don't have to plug them in, where I can just like stick like a wireless little band on if I want it. But I don't know why I do that because I use like AirPods for work. Um, so I don't really need that. Okay, so he's braking a little bit later, getting off. I think this corner on this lap I didn't really handle that well either. It's interesting how I'm floating the throttle here. I don't think that is like something I normally do. He is shifting down through here to third though, so that makes me feel better. Yeah. I was thinking it might be cool to get one of those like actual like um racing ones where it molds into your ear canal a little bit more, but it sounds like a pain in the ass. And I'm sure the sound quality on those are ass, like for just like media consumption and like playing games. Like it's great for the radio in the car, but that's probably about it. Okay, I feel good enough about that section for now. Um, let's look at this whole corner set. So I'm on brake just a hair earlier, like minuscule amount of difference here. He is 5/10 faster through this section though, so his speed's a little bit higher coming out. So he's on brake a little bit later and then a lot less brake application on a lot more trail. I'm getting on throttle a lot earlier than him. Not like look how much earlier throttle is, but look at the difference in braking. Which I think he's got a lot more rotation through here. And he's like the car's straightened out where like you see I'm kind of like dilly-dallying to get throttle up and he's pretty direct with it. I think I just need to focus on the rotation more. And then this section, it's interesting how his gear shifts are different than mine too. Like everywhere they're different. Like he's shifting a lot earlier here. Interesting. He is braking. It's the same idea. It's like the trail. I need to be trailing more. And then he's not turning the wheel as much. Cool. So this is very helpful. I think I love the being able to take notes here. So my turn in is a little early. Um, so I think my turn in is the main issue on turn one. I need to be turning in later. This corner really isn't too bad, which I'm surprised. The biggest thing here is the how much I'm turning the wheel. And he's trailing a bit more. Oh, and my line, yeah. It's interesting how I'm braking a lot earlier. Like I feel like most of the time when I look at this, I'm overdriving the car and braking a lot later. It's interesting how that's kind of changed. Might just be how this car is feeling, but that is it for me for today. I might potentially be on this evening. We'll see. Love to get into as many of these RBR races as possible this week. I think there's a chance I can get to 2K, so we'll see. But I'll be here 7:30 a.m. tomorrow. Thanks for everybody tuning in. A lot of people, new people came in and out, and views were spiking here and there, so I really appreciate everybody. Turbo, appreciate you for sticking around the whole time. Um, as always, thanks for being here. But yeah, let's raid somebody with my 2 viewers. just to be nice. Oh, and Nano's still here. Look at that. A little lurker. Let's do this guy. Fuck. No, no. Nice. Oh, 4 viewers now to raid with. Nice. Alright, see you guys. Have a good day. Oh, I'm still streaming.